Hi, this is KK sir. Now we are going to discuss about rhombus. We are going to discuss definition of rhombus, properties of the rhombus, and theorems related to the rhombus. First of all, rhombus definition. A parallelogram in which all sides are equal is called rhombus. A parallelogram in which all sides are equal is a rhombus. That means all the four sides should be equal. Then we call it as rhombus. Some students will be asking me, sir, if all the sides are equal, then it is a square. But square has one additional property. Each angle is 90 degrees. Here, for rhombus, only all the sides should be equal. That is rhombus. Now we will discuss about the properties of rhombus. It holds all the properties of parallelogram. Whatever the four properties are the parallelogram. Opposite sides are equal. Opposite angles are equal. And diagonals bisect each other. Adjacent angles are supplementary. Those all four properties are holded by the rhombus. Next, diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. So here, if this is a rhombus, ABCD is a rhombus, first thing is all the four sides should be equal. All the four sides are equal. This is important. All sides are equal. All sides are equal. All the four sides will be equal. Next, diagonals bisect each other. That means this diagonal will make that diagonal into two equal parts. That diagonal will make these two diagonals perpendicularly. The word important. Perpendicularly. That means exactly perpendicular. It's perpendicular. This is O. This point is O. Okay, right? So OA is equals to OC. OB equals to OD because diagonals bisect each other and they will be perpendicular. The diagonals will be perpendicular to each other. That means here the angle will be 90 degrees. At O angle will be 90 degrees. Next, diagonals bisect the opposite angles. This is the diagonal. It is the angle A and this is angle C. These two are opposite angles. Angle A and angle C are opposite angles. They will be bisected. Bisected means two equal parts. That means if this angle is X, this angle also will be X. This angle is X, this angle also will be X. Similarly, this diagonal also bisects angle B, angle D, bisected, two equal parts. That means if this is Y, this also will be Y. If this is Y, this also will be Y. Okay, right? So that is most important. These are the four properties. Okay, right? For all the properties of the parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. Diagonals bisect opposite angles. All sides are equal. These are the main properties of the rhombus. Now we are going to discuss two theorems which are related to the rhombus. Okay, right? So the first theorem, if you see this one, prove that a parallelogram in which diagonals are perpendicular, that means he is giving a parallelogram in which diagonals are perpendicular, is a rhombus. That means we should prove it is a rhombus. Rhombus means all sides should be equal. All sides should be equal. That means we have to prove. He has given us ABCD is a parallelogram and diagonals are perpendicular. That means ABCD is a parallelogram. Diagonals are perpendicular. That means exactly making angle 90 degrees. Exactly making angle 90 degrees. This is angle 90 degrees. Okay. Now we should prove ABCD is a rhombus. ABCD is a rhombus. That means rhombus main important thing is all sides should be equal. So we have to prove all the four sides should be equal. AB side, BC side, CD side and AD side. All the four sides should be equal. To that one, prove this. To prove this one, I will take the adjacent triangles. Here in this figure, I will take these two triangles. In these two triangles, already OA is equals to OC. In triangle AOB and triangle BOC. This is O. This point is O. This point is O. This point is O. This point is O. AOB triangle, BOC triangle, that is COB triangle, BOC. These two triangles. OB is the common side. OB is equals to OB. Since common side, this is common side, and OA is equals to OC. Diagonals bisect each other. Bracket since parallelogram diagonals bisect each other. Bisect each other. That's why. Okay, right? Diagonals bisect each other. Okay, right? And this angle is already given 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So angle AOB is equals to angle AOB is equals to angle COB. Bracket, since AB is perpendicular to CD. These two are perpendicular, the angle will be 90 degrees. So this is one side, this is angle, and this is side. So by SAS I can say that these two triangles are congruent. These two triangles, triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COB. These two triangles are congruent. Therefore by CPCT I can say that corresponding parts, this part is equal to this part, this part is equal to this part. So AB is equals to BC. But AB and CD are opposite sides, they will be equal. AB is equals to CD. This AB part is equals to CD part, and this BC will be equal to opposite side AD, because ABCD is a parallelogram. Because ABCD is a parallelogram, opposite sides will be equal. Therefore all the four sides are equal. Therefore ABCD is a rhombus. Hence proved. This is most important here. These two are opposite sides. These two are opposite sides because parallelogram equal. So AB will be equal to CD because they are opposite sides. Next BC is equals to AD because these two are opposite sides. So automatically all the four sides are equal. ABCD is a rhombus. So we have proved it is a rhombus. Next theorem. Okay. So the last theorem of rhombus and last theorem which are related to parallelograms will be completed. So this is the last theorem of rhombus. Prove that in rhombus diagonals are perpendicular. We should prove that diagonals are perpendicular. That means we have to prove if this is a rhombus, okay, right, we have to prove that diagonals are perpendicular. That means this angle we have to prove 90 degrees. A, B, C, and this is D. We have to prove this angle is 90 degrees. So let us take these two triangles into the consideration, this triangle and this triangle. These two triangles we will take into the consideration. To prove this one, these two sides are equal already in triangle AOB and a triangle AOD. In these two triangles, these two triangles AOB and AOD, okay, right, in these two triangles AB is equals to AD. Why AB is equals to AD? Bracket, since all sides of rhombus are equal, so this is equal. This is one side. Next, OB is equals to OD. Okay, right? OB is equals to OD. Okay, right? So since diagonals bisect each other, OB is equals to OD. Since diagonals bisect each other, this is one side, and this is the common side. OA is the common side. OA is equals to OA, since common side. This is one more side. Now, by SSS rule, I can say that triangle AOB is congruent to triangle COD. These two triangles are congruent. By CPCT, I can say that this angle and this angle are equal. By CPCT, by corresponding parts of congruent triangles, I can say that angle AOB is equals to angle AOD. Both of them will think as X. Now, angle AOB plus angle AOD, both of them will become is equals to 180 degrees. Bracket, because it's linear pair. This angle and this angle form a linear pair, straight line angle. Linear pair, okay, right? It becomes a straight angle. This complete angle will be 180. Linear pair. So now x plus x is equals to 180. So 2x is equals to 180. X is equals to 90. So now this angle is 90. Therefore angle AOB is equals to 90 degrees. Therefore I can say that AC is perpendicular to BD. The diagonals are perpendicular, hence proved. Diagonals are perpendicular, hence proved. So these are the related theorems of rhombus. Thank you so much.